destroying consistently some kind of topology. Is there a historical implication here?
Yo, what's up, man?
Yo.
Buenos días.
Hey, good
Buenos
morning.
buenos días a todos. ¿Cómo están?
All right.
¿Chilling or what?
La que buena.
La que buena. Vamos a dar unos boletos. What's up, fool? You used to listen to La que buena or what?
Not really.
Nah? What about Caleb?
I'm going to shut this off.
Yeah, go for it.
La que buena. Nah, like, I don't know.
What about Piolín de la Mañana?
Piolín de la mañana. Nah, I never, like, not super into, like, Mexican talk radio or anything like that.
I would listen to that when my dad would take me to school. Well, I'd go to work with them, and that's all we would listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the shit. That's like I get memories of my dad because of that. You know what I'm saying? Or at Block, everybody would be playing that shit. You just be listening to that shit all fucking morning, bro. Like if in the morning shift, that's all you would listen to. It'd be half the fucking warehouse, Caleb, Piolín, La Que Buena. Half the fucking warehouse was K-Rock. Or, no, not K-Rock, 96.7, K-Cow Rocks.
Yeah.
That one, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, dude. So, hey, good morning, man.
Good morning.
I woke you up a little early today. Well, you already cracked yours, but cheers.
Hey, I haven't taken a sip yet. I was waiting on you. Hey, cheers.
I'm drinking a Full Throttle.
Nice.
I fucking love these, bro. These are like the first energy drinks I started getting into when I started driving and shit. The Full Throttles are bomb, though.
Yeah, I love caffeine. I got a Coke Zero, the cherry cola of my choice.
What an eventful week, bro.
It's been interesting.
Yeah.
So we haven't like uploaded an episode in a while.
No, we're actually uploading it right now.
Right,
as we fucking do this.
It's our scheduling has been like
really kind of
compromised.
fucked up, bro. Yeah.
Before it was cool because like we'd have
the same schedule.
We had the same schedule.
Yeah.
We were working at the same spot. Now we're working at different spots. Not only are we working different spots, I mean we're not even in the same industry no more.
Yeah. Quick update. So I ended up starting that job.
Mm-hmm.
I ran to Vegas 2-3 times this week, I think, and then I did nothing but local shit. The first Vegas trip sucked because I didn't have a lot of rest because I was so excited.
Mm-hmm.
So I was burnt the fuck out, you know. But I mean, that's trucking. You already know how trucking is, you know. I was able to go home. I got some full night's rest and everything. I got a little more prepared. You know, you can never be too prepared for over the road though, like that, you know. And the second time was cool because I did local shit, and then they gave me a Vegas, you know, and they were like, well, if you make it up there, you still got hours and shit. You could pretty much reset over there at nighttime. So I did that, and I was talking to Siggy and to Tony on the way up and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And Siggy's like, fool, he goes, there's a bunch of hotels with fucking truck parking. Just call one of them, see what you got to pay or what you got to do. And then you could go have dinner or whatever and then sleep the rest of the night in the truck.
Mm-hmm.
I called one, the Palace. They're like, yeah, bro. He goes, come in. He goes, we have parking. He goes, we don't, you have to be a guest. I was like, what do you mean? Like, I have to buy a room? They're like, no. He goes, just park. He goes, if you have dinner and play the slots and have a couple beers or whatever, you can park there for free all night. Shit. Didn't gotta tell me twice. I rolled up, found a nice spot, parked. I fucking tried to clean up a little bit, freshen up a little bit. The clothes that I did have, I had like one shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was nice, dude. I had dinner, 24-hour fucking dinner and bar. Restaurant and bar.
Yeah.
Had fucking dinner, had a couple modelos. So then I like playing the slots. And I don't like gambling a lot because sometimes them picas.
Yeah.
Like you start like wanting more and more and more, you know? And that's when you fuck up and you lose everything. So I said, look, I have $100 extra. I said, this is going to buy me dinner and whatever's left over, I'm going to fucking play the slots, right? Dinner was like $30 at the most. I had 2 modelos, and all I had was like an appetizer. I had a little calamari dish or whatever, you know. So I had like I don't know, $70 to fuck around with, right? So then le metí $40. Nada. I was like, you know what? I was like, fuck this. It's already late. I need to get some sleep. I'm tired. As I was walking out, I seen a fucking slot. It was a high roller one, like a $10 one, $10 a spin.
Oh shit!
I said, fuck it, chingue su madre. Le metí un 20, way. I spun it.
I like-
$110.
I like that feeling when you're like, you know what? I'm walking on ice.
Yeah.
I might as well dance.
Yeah.
Let's make it work. You know, let's make it fun.
So fucking, I pulled it. Bam, $110. Paid my whole night gambling.
Damn.
I was all right. Now it's definitely time to go to sleep. I went to the truck happy as fuck, bro.
And free parking.
Yeah, and free parking, dude. I spent the whole night there. I got up in the morning, did my pre-trip, got into the delivery early because I was reading reviews that like later on the day it's a mean ass line.
Mm-hmm.
I was the first truck there. I got unloaded in 15 minutes,
Nice.
and then they tell me, oh, you got to pick up in Victorville. So I headed back down quick. I had my full reset. I had a bunch of hours. I got to Victorville full. Guess where? Our favorite fucking place.
Oh.
7-Up Dr. Pepper, dog. Fuck, I was there all fucking day, bro.
I remember that when we were when we were working at Grace's, like we would there'd be a chance that we would go up there, and you got to go up there a couple times.
Dude, I was there like 7 hours one time. I told Grace I'm going home. I said, call Amazon, cancel this shit. I'm fucking out of here.
Get your case number.
Yeah, dude, they fucking suck with that shit, dog. You know, and it's it is what it is, bro. I'm still kind of getting used to it. I'm gonna say right now that I'm not really digging it, you know, but
I say give it a chance, bro.
Yeah.
Because like over the road is kind of difficult to get used to, but like just make your peace with it. You're not gonna be home. You're not gonna be. You're just gonna. I mean, it's up to you. If you're looking for something else already, then I mean.
Well, you know us, bro. Us truck drivers with experience and everything like that. You can literally hoppity hop here, there, everywhere. You know, because if you don't like something, you don't have to be there. Why be unhappy? You know what I'm saying?
But I mean,
So
it's your first week.
yeah, no.
It's a
I'm
different-
definitely giving it
It's
another.
a different flow. To the thing.
I'm gonna give it another shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ride it out a couple more weeks, see how it goes, see what the checks look like, see what it is like, and then we'll see from there. You know?
Because like, okay, I can't compare, you know, anything to anything right now. Because like I jumped into a different industry.
Yeah.
So to where I'm at today, like remember we recorded last week, and I was way more fucking like relaxed and chill.
Yeah.
Because I was finally getting into the groove of things.
You look a lot happier today.
And then today I'm even like I'm better at what I'm supposed to be doing now.
You know what, dude? Fuck this shit. Give me a job as a fucking waiter right there, bro.
You're not gonna
I can
make
smoke
anything,
bud,
bro.
Fucking eat mushrooms.
If you want to split an apartment with somebody, probably. But like,
You're gonna get no customers. So like, what's up? This is your table right here.
I mean, people make money there. It's just like it's not the high life.
Yeah, I hear
So,
you, man.
I mean, it is just
You're
like,
not gonna get no returning customers after I'm waiting your tables, bro.
yeah, you gotta be a little nicer. You gotta have a little nicer approach.
It's gonna be like Scarface, fool. What was the guy? Oh, coño, mano, échale más jamón, échale más jamón. Ah, viene jamón, ma. Sí, viene el sandwich, man. Remember that shit, fool?
Yeah,
God, I love fucking Scarface, dog.
that movie's hilarious.
Yeah, but yeah, dude. I mean, it is what it is. We're gonna see how it goes. And,
Speaking of Scarface, so I'm on Abby Rebel's Discord. Have you heard of Discord yet? Right? I mean,
it's kind of like
it's another social media.
a chat thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But people from Twitch use it a lot. Like
Okay.
a lot of them have like, so you can keep talking after their stream is done. You
Yeah,
can
yeah.
still message on there. And
Yeah.
so it's interesting. But like, they were somebody. Oh no, I think it was Abby. They have like an old VHS from like the 70s.
Yeah.
Like with the box and everything.
Okay.
And I guess somebody online was looking at like, or some people online, like they really want like the old stuff, like the
The
original
old school shit.
old
right?
school shit, right? So like I guess like an old VHS from like the 70s or 80s or whatever, like a Star Wars one, is worth like $2,000,
Fuck.
and then they have a copy of it or whatever.
What?
Yeah, So
Damn, dude, we threw away a gang of VHSs, bro.
Yeah,
and
dude.
we had them original with the fucking
those
box.
old Disney ones with like
With
the
the-
white package
Yeah,
with that fucking
like,
spongy
that squishy
shit.
one? Yeah,
like
yeah,
they
yeah.
worth some money now,
Fuck, dude.
or at least like as much. I don't know, as much as
You know
somebody's
where I
willing to
fucked
pay
up,
for
bro?
'em.
I should have kept my Pokemon cards.
So like, but like on Discord real quick, like, you know how on there you can reply with like it's not just like a chat. You can reply with like GIF images.
Oh, okay. And then they charge you for that, right?
No.
Oh no. Okay.
No,
Okay.
with the GIFs is free. Like for the emotes and like the reactions
Okay.
and all that shit, that's different.
All right.
But you can just reply with like with the emojis, not emojis. Well, I mean emojis too, but like but GIF images. But I posted 3 images. It was the Scarface where they start pushing the money into the money counter. And then the second one where like they're walking into the bank with all the duffel bags.
Yeah.
And the and then
yeah.
the last one was Tony Montana when he's like laying down in the bathtub and he's like, I built this or whatever
Me.
it was. Who built this? Me.
Who do I trust? Me. Fuck, dude. Hell yeah, bro.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Dude, that movie and Blood In, Blood
I
Out.
love Scarface.
Those 2 movies are it for me, dog. Like
It's a great story.
I could fucking
and Blood Out.
yeah, dude. Blood
It's
In, Blood Out
hilarious
and
in
fucking
some
Scarface,
spots.
bro, is the shit. I could fucking never get tired of watching those, bro. Honestly, you know.
That's why when Krookz wasn't showing up, or they had him like stay home.
Yeah.
And I loaded up a fucking memory card full of movies
Yeah.
to watch it.
That shit sucks,
I'm
man. I
like,
fucking miss Krookz, bro.
I'm like, this dude always like whenever there's like internet, he goes straight to YouTube and goes to like the free version of fucking
Yeah.
Blood In, Blood Out. It's bad
Yeah.
quality, it's terrible,
but we get to watch it.
but we get to watch it,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
It's chill. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
dude.
fuck it, I got a good version. Let's watch it.
Watch that shit, man. Hell yeah, bro. Like part the Tony, open the door. That fucking blast that fool right there, bro. He's like, oh, all in this shit.
There's some movies you can watch in the background like just forever.
Yeah.
Like Scarface is one of them.
Exactly, bro. I like doing that shit because sometimes like it helps me sleep.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll put like a movie on the background or an audiobook or like cutscenes of a video game or something like that. And I just fall asleep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So how's it been going on with you?
Work has been cool. I mean, I get along with everybody. Everyone's really friendly, really cool.
How's the cannabis life treating you?
I've been fucking smoking, bro. Like,
Pretty bomb or what?
yeah, it's fun, but I mean, I can see how it can get out of hand because it's kind of easy, like to smoke. Like
Yeah.
when no one's like watching you, you're just like, all right. So when can you smoke? All the time, like, and I can be like, people can be pretty responsible with it too.
Oh man.
So like, I don't know. I'm gonna probably take it easy on it.
Yeah.
I should. It's not fucking.
Fuck it.
Just because it's like legal doesn't mean it's like it's good for you too.
Yeah. Well,
But it's less. I think it's less harm than other things. It's
Yeah,
less harmful than
definitely.
cigarettes.
less harmful than alcohol. I'll tell you that. You
Yeah.
know, but that's cool, man. I mean, so I mean, yeah, dude. It's been. We're sorry that we're absent a little bit. It's been a fucking crazy month, pretty much.
Yeah.
You know, trying to transition out of jobs, trying to fucking work around the schedule. You know, it's kind of hard, but we're here and we got it going. Have you seen any crazy UFO shit lately, like on Instagram or anything like that?
Yeah.
The one today I saw
The one on.
in Las Vegas. What
Man,
happened like 2 days ago?
Yeah. Shout out to what is it? UFO Secrecy.
Yeah. Oh, that page is a shit, bro. I love that,
That
page.
page got some wild shit on there, and
Yeah.
they got like really good shit on there. Mm-hmm. And it looks. The video is like from a night vision camera. Like it's all like green. Everything that you see is green, and
They're
then,
like pointing at the sky, huh? You can see like the little satellites moving.
yeah, you can see the satellites and stars. And you can see like probably planets. I don't know. I don't even know what's out there like that would have been out there that night. But you see this thing flying through the air. That it's not a
A
plane.
fucking triangle.
That's not a plane. It's
A little triangle with 3 lights.
It's
Boom, boom,
3
boom.
lights flying in formation, going across the sky, and it doesn't look like they're connected by anything because I think you can see stars through it
It might be 3 different objects going at the same.
in a formation, just like in perfect formation, just flying across the sky.
That's fucking wild, bro. I wish I was in Vegas a couple days ago to see that.
I mean, you were.
Yeah, dude. Oh, bro. And then when I did that delivery,
What if it happened on the night you were there?
and I didn't get to see it, it's fucked up.
But I mean, that's like an instant. Like,
Yeah.
it's gone. Like sightings are not like some people do see sightings for like they last like more than just like a few moments.
Vegas is pretty cool, dog. Like when I was able to eat dinner and chill for a little bit, like I missed the. Maybe I'm gonna plan a trip out there, bro. Maybe get like a room somewhere nice and just fucking go fuck around for the weekend, you know?
It would be chill to catch like a show there.
Yeah.
Last time I went there, I had a really good time. I went to watch Bill Burr, the comedian.
Oh yeah, that was funny as fuck.
That guy's hilarious.
Dude, he's a fucking helicopter pilot.
Yeah, he
That's
is.
dope, dude.
Yeah.
That's really fucking cool, bro.
Awesome.
Like,
He talks about it on his podcast all the time too.
And he's like a one-man podcast, huh?
Yeah.
And I even think he's got the same fucking little recorder we do.
That's why I got it. That's why I told you when you were looking at like more expensive ones, and you're like, oh, and there's like the Zoom one. That's like the most affordable, basic entry shit. I'm like, get that one. Fucking Bill Burr uses it.
Yeah.
I'm like super impressed.
I gotta listen to his podcast, bro. Because right now I'm still stuck on.
He used to record it on his phone. Like it was.
Yeah,
it used
I
to
heard
be like
a lot of people you could do that on your phone.
He could do. He recorded like a voicemail to himself or to somebody. He just recorded a voicemail, and then he would upload that.
It's crazy, bro, how we started, and how we try to stay consistent. We're just two dumbasses,
like
talking bullshit. Fool, you know what I'm saying?
The episodes might actually like not. We before we were trying to do them every week. We might even skip a week now.
Yeah. It's no, but we're gonna try to stay consistent, bro. If like I said,
we'll do our best.
Everything is still in the air right now. You know what I'm saying? So I just gotta find the right adjustment, and then we're gonna get back into it. You know, but I want to give a shout out to our listeners. We do have listeners, bro.
Yeah, we do.
I was talking to my homies, my old owner op homies. I want to give a shout out to them. My homie Victor and my homie David. And David was like, "Hey, bro, what's up, dog?" He goes, "You haven't dropped an episode. Like, I'm waiting on it." I'm like, "Fuck, are you serious, bro? Like, you like listening to our dumbasses?" You know what I'm saying? Like,
I heard about it on Twitch.
Yeah, dude, and that made me happy, bro. I was like, wow. So I want to give a shout out to them. I want to give a shout out to David. He runs a Frenchie business, breeding. It's called Bella SoCal Frenchies.
Okay.
Follow them on Instagram. They got some tight little dogs, bro. Tight little dinosaurs. Like when we were talking about last time. Remember what I'm saying? He's got some badass Frenchies, bro. And he's a fucking hard worker, bro. He's got his own truck. He's dealing with that. And he's fucking on the side of that. He's doing the whole. That's a lot of work, dude.
I might be interested. Does he have any of them that look like dinosaurs? Or no.
I'm pretty sure you could breed you one like that. They look
I
so
want with the spikes on the back.
They look so fucking cool, bro.
Like
They're all little and shit. They're all, dude. I learned that Frenchies and fucking pugs are super fucking loyal and good dogs, bro. Like if God forbid anything happens to my dogs right now, I'm gonna get another Frenchie and another pug.
Yeah.
That's going to be my go-to. But, yeah, shout out to him, man. Thank you, David, for, blessing us, listening to us. And, and then my other homie, Victor. I told you, fucker, I was going to give you a shout out. I was going to say this shit, okay? Shout out to the homie Victor at fucking Alonso Jr. Trucking. If you're a fucking dispatcher, freight broker, and you need a cholo to move your freight, hit up fucking Victor Alonso Jr. Trucking. And a warning out there, if you don't pay up, that motherfucker's gonna show up to your house and ride a lowrider back in front of your house in circles and shit until you come out and pay him, dog. So shout out to fucking my homie Victor. Thank you guys for listening and shit. And that gives me motivation to keep going, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because those are two fools I would think will never fucking like be into this shit or like listen to that, and they do.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to you guys, man, and thank you to all you guys. Thanks to all you guys for listening to us and giving us the motivation to keep going.
Yeah, we're not done here.
Yeah.
No
way. Oh, dude, there's so much shit. We just got
started.
Bro, you gotta wait for the Men in Black. You gotta wait for the fucking the Chicago incident.
Yeah.
You gotta wait for cryptids. Bigfoot. Whoa, Bigfoot is a big one, dog.
Chewy wants to. I'm waiting for Chewy to like really set it up.
Yeah,
and then, Then we'll fucking hit him up.
Quick shout out to
because he really wants. He called it first.
Quick shout out to our home, at least my favorite podcast. We Don't Smoke the Same.
Yeah,
I forgot it. I don't know if you listened to this week's episode.
I miss a bunch of them, dude.
On Thursday,
I've been so busy with my shit.
Yeah, I hear you, man. But this is gonna freak you out. They had a fool on there I forgot his name. I gotta look it up more. There's some guy on there that had Bigfoot experiences.
Really?
Remember how Les Stroud say that they would show up around his fucking, like the man versus what was it, Survivor Man? Mm-hmm. They would show up around his campground. They'd be like, whoa, 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 like in the fucking middle of the forest and shit like that. Like same shit with this guy, bro.
Like he said, it was like hooping, like like an ape, like a gorilla,
as soon as it would
or something.
He said as soon as they'll pull out the phones and
bigger,
shit, they'll be booking
bigger.
it. This fool had some experiences, bro. So I'm excited to get into Bigfoot too.
Dude, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we got a lot more coming up for you guys. You know what I'm saying? It's just give us a little bit of time and patience right now.
Let us adjust back to what we're to what we feel normal again.
But other than that, man, like I said, shout out to all of you guys, and I appreciate it. I really do. You know, like I said, we're not no fucking Joe Rogan podcast. We're not even nowhere near that, bro. We're just two dudes doing a hobby.
Like I'm imagining when like the first people, like there's people that started a podcast and had no business doing podcasts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
And
oh yeah, I could name a whole bunch of them.
But they're big now.
Yeah,
and obviously Joe Rogan, he was that. If I were to watch now, what I understand podcasts are are just like people like talking about a situation or a problem or whatever, you know.
Right.
But we're here to like talk some shit. I mean, not
just
talk
have
some
fun,
shit,
dude.
Just have some fun. But we're here to like kind of go through this
the phenomenon that's going on, man. However you fucking say it, I fucked that one up.
But I think like on the bigger point, like we're leading like the path to like disclosure. Mm-hmm. Like the more people that are aware of this, the more they're gonna want to demand the truth.
Yeah,
and I'm not saying
it's not us, but it's getting there, bro. All the other people.
I'm not saying I'm not telling anybody that's listening you should write your senators and blah blah blah. But I think I'm going to, like, by the time that like I get enough of this information in me, and I make a choice to write my senator. Mm-hmm. I'll let you guys know.
Yeah. That we all sign this shit and send it to them.
No, you got to sign your own. Yeah. You got to come up to the conclusion yourself. Mm-hmm. If you want to do it, that's on you. But I haven't. I'm not there yet.
Yeah, not me.
I haven't been. I vote. So my voice is out there. This is
more like a hobby for me.
But I haven't put my voice out there to like my senator, voice my concern or like a problem to a senator.
This subject fascinates me. That's what it is for me.
And the more people that do that, the more fucking like backing it gets. Mm-hmm. The more like likely we'll get some cool fucking information out there.
And honestly, we're getting there, dude. We are from what we were 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Shit, dude.
Oh, yeah.
They're already pretty much saying, yeah, it is real.
It is real.
You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day.
It'd be cool to get like more stuff.
Though. Oh yeah.
Like more like stuff like legitimized.
Dude, I would be happy if they just open up Roswell, dude.
Roswell would be sweet. That's
all I want. I would be just happy with that. Or if they open up like Bob Lazar's case, they actually look into it. Okay, this is the shit that he was working on. It came from this planet or this star system. That would be sick, bro.
It's gonna be a long time before they gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
And Roswell might be the one that like starts it.
I hope so, bro.
Our
ex-president wanted to open the doors on that.
Yeah, he was talking about like with the people
let's open up Roswell. I bet you the fucking I bet you the CIA was like, oh bro, yeah, you need to shut the fuck up. But I mean, yeah, man. Well, fuck it, dude. Let's get into this one, bro. This is one of my favorite cases too.
Yeah, this is the one that starts like,
now we're gonna get into the freaky shit this episode, right? Into the details. Hypnosis.
Like they go under like hypnosis and all kinds of other stuff. But I skipped the like one of the. It's not like an important point.
Okay.
But it's something that I skipped over. I re-listened
intentionally.
To like, not intentionally. I forgot to mention it now because now it's not even a problem. Like when this happened back in like 1961.
Okay.
It was a different time. Interracial couple.
Yeah, that was frowned upon back in the day,
it's
bro.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Now it's like, okay.
Dude, that's normal for us.
Yeah.
It should be. It should have been. You know
it should have been back then.
Yeah. But back in the day, it was frowned upon.
It was frowned upon, but it was odd. Mm-hmm. Because like you wouldn't see it that often. Mm-mm. So these people living their lives, they wanted just to live their lives.
Right.
They weren't going around like, hey, we're here to bother you
No.
because of what
They
we're trying
they wanted to live their life as private as possible.
and as normal as
Yeah.
possible. They went on a honeymoon. They
Yeah.
went to like, you know, like that's what you do. I mean, that's just what you want to. If you, they wanted none of this. Like, I don't want to call it like. It's not fame. It's like the publicity.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't want.
They didn't want to be in public, bro.
They didn't want this story really out there.
Yeah.
This story was a fucking nightmare for them.
Fuck yeah.
Legit like nightmare. 5 days after like this incident happened, the day after they came home from their honeymoon, and then Betty was fucking having nightmares about this. And was every moment that she was, I mean, I guess every moment that she was awake for the fucking next couple of days, this was on her mind.
Yeah.
Not like exactly all the little details, but then what she remembered was up until that point when they got home. Okay, let's start it off right there.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do it.
We're right there.
So they got home, bro, after this experience that they didn't know they had yet.
They didn't know they had.
Yeah, it was just a weird. It was just a weird fucking coincidence at that time.
That's all they remember. They remember.
And let me tell you something before we really get into this, bro. We fuck around and we joke around all the time. Oh, that would be so cool. We get picked up. I'll tell us who's. Oh, take us to Saturn and
Let's
smoke
check
us
this
out.
out.
Yeah, dude, that would be fucking terrifying. Imagine, dude. Yeah, that'd be the most scariest shit in the fucking world.
It's really fucking crazy what they say they saw.
Yeah. So
To experience that, I mean,
it's-
we do say like, oh, jokingly,
it's joking. Yeah, no, but if it happens to you,
because it's cool. We seen like E.T., the movie E.T.,
yeah,
and then it's like, oh, he's this homie, you know?
yeah, nah, well, it might not be like that.
Elliot, come on, tell him that we're cool.
Look, Elliot, look, I'm gonna make you. I'm gonna tell it. Look, ET, I'm gonna make you a deal, dog. All right, I'm not gonna send you to the government, but looky here, my garage has about 30 plants, and they're looking kind of brown right now.
Can you hit him with a little magic?
Hit them up with a little magic. You know what I'm saying? I want a 3-pound fucking per plant. And we cool, dog. I'll give you some fucking Reese's Pieces and shit. You know what I'm saying? We're all good, homie. Imagine, dog. Fuck.
That's all they eat.
Oh man. So yeah, dude, it would be a fucking terrifying thing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Your life turns into a Disney movie. Okay.
Oh, yeah, fuck that. Okay, so
I wish.
let's start it off. So they get home.
Yeah.
Okay, so how does it start? How do we go from here?
Okay, so they get home and they find everything that's fucked up. Like, I mentioned it last time. Or one of the times. I mentioned it that his pants were fucked up. They had like grass and shit, like fucking like grass stains on them.
Okay.
And then the top of his shoes were like
Scuffed and shit. Like
tore
it feels
up, like-
being dragged.
Yeah, not scuffed like from you kicking something or banging up against something. No, they were like dragged. After they're dragged, they're fucking like it's like flat
Ripped and
surface
shit.
almost.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. Okay.
it's fucked up. And so they find that. They find the broken watches. They were broken at the exact same time. I did more digging and couldn't find like the exact time.
Okay.
But like yeah,
They stopped at the exact same time.
They
though.
stopped they were broken at the exact same time.
And you know what's crazy?
It's not that they stopped. It's like they were broken at the exact same time. So whatever, like
That
little
would have been
tiny-
pretty
maybe-
cool to see what kind of watches they were. If they were battery powered, mechanical watches.
No, they were the ones that you
wind up.
Yeah,
That's crazy, fool.
because they're not.
So they're just mechanical.
Yeah,
That's like a Rolex type of watch.
yeah, exactly. So I don't know anything about watches. So
Oh shit.
for something like that to break, I don't know what the fuck would
You
have
literally had to like fuck it up inside or something, bro. Because those things are super precise.
I think it's gotta do with something that happens when they stopped their memory. Because, I mean, we'll get into that in a little bit, but like, there's like crazy energies that vibrated the car. So whatever that happened then is whatever, because
The car was magnetized, right?
magnetized, yeah.
Fuck.
So
yeah.
maybe it's a way that they're able to direct a stoppage of time or affect their ability or it changes their motivations
Okay.
to stop the car,
Yeah.
so they don't have to like chase them down or something.
Okay.
I have no idea. I'm just speculating, of course. I mean, I don't have any of those answers.
Yeah.
If I had those answers, I mean, the fuck would
Right.
I wouldn't be here. I'd be in a fucking spaceship somewhere.
Right.
But her dress was her zipper along the zipper was ripped, like if it was like trying to get like if somebody, it looked like if someone like it was tugging at the zipper.
Holy shit.
And like trying to pull it apart.
Okay.
And they also found pink. She also found pink powder on the dress,
Like a substance.
something. But it was like a pink powder. She didn't think anything of it, but like she like later on, like the day or whatever, she hung it up and washed. Or I don't think she even washed it. I think she said she just hung it up, and by the next day, it was just all that powder was gone. She couldn't find it like either on the ground or nothing. It was just I guess just gone.
Okay.
Or maybe she hung it out outside and just fell in the grass. I'm not really sure, but it was gone. But wherever like that pink dust was made the dress discolor.
Okay.
So it was like either, I can't remember the color, if it was red and then like it lightened the color, it almost like bleached it, whatever that pink powder residue was. And so this motherfucking fly.
This is starting to piss me off too, dog. That little fucking motherfucker.
You know what you need to get in here?
A Venus flytrap.
Venus
That'd be
flytrap.
sick,
That
bro.
would be fucking so dope.
Have a big ass one, man. Un puto cabezota, güey.
That would be fucking so dope.
Cómete la mosca.
Those always remind me, those always remind me of those fucking plants on Mario.
Yeah.
Oh, that shoot the fire?
Yeah. Uh-huh. But so she hung up her dress,
Yeah.
and the substance was gone.
Yeah, she hung.
Also, the car had circles.
Yeah, it had like spots.
Perfect circles.
Yeah, perfect spots, perfect circles where it looked like something polished the paint off of it.
Fuck.
Yeah.
And they fucked up his whip.
Yeah, they fucked up his car. He had
Oh, man.
57 Bel Air.
I would have
Fucking
definitely
assholes.
shot at them, bro. Like that picture that Natalie drew.
I would have shot at them.
My whip. Yeah, man.
Man, you fucking with a man's car.
Yeah,
like,
dog.
You know that scene?
How would they like if I abducted them, bro, and
in
put
Pulp-
circles in their fucking UFO, bro?
That scene in Pulp Fiction where he saw like, hey, how's your, what was it, his Bel Air? No, it wasn't a Bel Air, his Malibu.
Yeah.
He had a red Malibu,
Yeah.
and then he saw, hey, how's your car? He's like, oh, some motherfucker keyed it or whatever. And man, I love that scene.
Yeah. But damn, so
Where he was mad as fuck. He wanted to like,
shit.
he's like, he said, I don't even care that he did. I just wanted to catch him in the act.
Yeah.
To like beat the shit out of him or whatever he said. I don't remember the line in the movie.
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've seen that one too.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
I replied to Carlos in all fucking Pulp Fiction memes.
He gets all mad and
He
shit.
gets super mad.
Fuck. Shout out to the homie Sosa. But yeah, so they fucked up his car.
Yeah.
So when do they start feeling weird?
Immediately. She feels like, well, when they get home, they shower, like because they're just like dirty and from the trip and everything. They haven't been able. They were supposed to stay the night in Montreal.
Okay.
Was it Montreal? Toronto. What the fuck did I say?
I don't even remember. It's been so long, dude.
It's been a minute, but what's in my notes? But like, but anyways, they're supposed to come home, or they're supposed to spend the night there. I think it was Montreal, and they were supposed to spend the night there and come back, the next day, nice and fresh.
Okay.
But they canceled halfway through,
Right,
so they had to
right,
drive
right.
through the night and get back home.
Yeah.
Because of the storm was coming through and all this, So. So immediately, stuff was weird immediately after because they remember everything. They remember all of it, but then once they get to the house, they're all this the next morning. Well, they shower and like later on, or like in the book that the niece wrote, Barney said that he was trying to shower because he felt unclean, like something like bad happened to him, or he was just trying to like clean everything. Like,
Okay.
or make himself like not dirty anymore.
Okay.
Because he felt dirty, and he didn't know why.
Okay.
And
So he immediately took a shower. I'm pretty sure Betty también. Pues, and then when you're on the road after a trip, bro, what's the first thing you do when you go home?
yeah, you want to shower. You want to get clean. You want to take a nap.
Yeah.
You want to go to sleep and put your head down.
So they both start feeling uneasy. They go run in and take a shower. Oh my god, this fucking guy.
But yeah, you want to go home and take a shower.
I'm gonna steal his catalytic converter. Motherfucker. Make it louder and shit.
Those things are expensive, dude. Fuck that guy.
And so
You won't pass smog.
okay, so they feel uneasy. They go take a shower and everything. What other weird shit besides that? Besides feeling very dirty, did they start feeling
Well,
or start going through?
Well, he sees Barney, for whatever reason, feels that like his dick's been violated somehow.
Right.
He doesn't know why.
Okay.
That's the whole trip of it. Like,
Right.
He doesn't understand why. But he feels like something happened to him.
Okay.
Like, and that's, something happened. And that's fucked.
That's pretty scary, bro.
Yeah, and then it's on your honeymoon. You're supposed to be on top of the world right now.
Yeah.
And then something fucking fucked up like this happens to you.
Shit.
So
Man, I would have asked those fucking aliens for another honeymoon voucher. The dick.
look, erase all this.
Yeah.
Let's start over.
Give me some tickets to another hotel and shit or something.
Y'all fuck this up.
Yeah, fuck that, bro.
But
So does he check himself, or what does he see, or what's going on?
no, that's all I really could gather from there.
Okay.
From that, like, he just felt like really like unclean and like
Uneasy.
and then there was also like a sense of like trauma that like he kind of felt afterwards. He didn't know why.
Almost like an anxiety, huh? Like something.
An anxiety, and then I saw somewhere that he might have felt like he saw something that he shouldn't have seen, like something very graphic happened, but he doesn't understand.
Fuck. Okay.
That's the kind of feeling that he had.
Okay.
Like, I seen something that was fucked up, but I don't remember what it was.
Right.
So imagine seeing like a dead body or something. It's pretty fucked up. If you see like a mangled up body somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you're not expecting to see it. You didn't pull up to the
fucking
crime
happens
scene.
and
It
shit,
just,
yeah.
you're like, oh my goodness.
Man,
then-
that's fucking crazy.
So Betty calls her sister Janet.
And she's a UFO.
She's a UFO enthusiast because she thought she saw a UFO too.
Okay.
It's not like it runs in the family or nothing, but I guess it just happens. It happens to some people.
Like
I saw it with my brother.
Yeah. Honestly, dude, like a lot of people, there's a lot of people that see a lot of shit. Just people don't speak up because they don't want to be
seen like
labeled as
the weirdo.
crazy. Yeah. But a lot of people see a lot of shit. You know? And look at the Vegas one we just watched earlier.
Mm-hmm.
How could you explain that?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying?
It's too weird of a thing to be flying around.
Okay, so so what does her sister tell her when she hits her up?
So her sister, I think, lives in the area. I think that's why she stayed in that area in Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
Okay.
Her sister has a neighbor that's a physicist, and it's really crazy because like her neighbor's a physicist, and then she also knows like some of the local law enforcement.
Okay.
So her sister kind of takes like the initiative. Not I'm saying like, oh, her sister is the one like is the mastermind behind like this whole thing.
Okay.
Her sister, it didn't happen to her.
But she wants to get her the help pretty much.
Yeah, and well, it didn't happen to her, but she's interested enough because like it's her sister.
And then
On top of that, it's like UFO shit.
her favorite subject.
So it's like one of her favorite subjects.
Yeah.
And so the thing didn't happen to her. So she's not traumatized by this whole thing. So she's thinking kind of a little bit clearer. So she's like, oh, my neighbor's a physicist. Let me ask him.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see what he thinks. But right now, in 1961, it's not like kind of now where we kind of hear more stories about different UFO stuff. This is this is one of the first abduction like stories that you've ever heard, or anyone's ever heard of.
Okay.
So she calls back or it's the same day.
Okay.
She gets back in touch with like Betty.
Okay.
The sister Janet gets back in touch with like her sister Betty, and she says that the physicist suggested take a compass out there, and to put it up against like the car to see if it was magnetized.
And it should start spinning, right?
Well, a compass will only point north.
Okay.
If there's like something else that's magnetized,
It's gonna pull it back.
it'll pull it back towards it. So on a car, the only thing that's really magnetized is what, like the speakers.
Yeah. Yeah, they have magnets in them.
Yeah. So I mean, and they're by themselves. They're isolated or whatever. They're not like floating around or stuck to something. They're like I guess for them to work properly or mounted correctly. But anyways, on the whatever like polished off those spots, left it magnetized.
So when they would put it on it, the compass would start freaking out.
They put the compass near it, and then it would like start flipping around in different directions, like
Holy
just
fuck.
a bunch of different directions. It wouldn't stay like one spot.
Yeah.
It was just like wild magnetism. And then Barney didn't want to like spend too much time, or he didn't really want to like be involved in any of this.
He was like, "Fuck this shit. It
He said,
happened. Done."
I'm done. Like something happened to my dick. Like I want none of this.
Yeah, fuck all this bullshit.
Like,
I don't blame him.
but he like, but I was saying, like he was showing like signs of trauma.
Okay.
Like he didn't want to like be involved in all this, or like kind of keep asking more questions, because it's like, this is the night that this fucked up shit happened. I feel fucking weird. I need to figure out my own fucking, like, we just got married, you know, or we got married. We just went through a honeymoon, but this fucking night was chaotic. We need to move on with our lives.
Right.
Like he didn't really want to like stick around and dwell in all this. You know?
Right.
That's not what he really wanted. So while all this is happening over here, like at Barney and Betty's, Janet is kind of running around town asking different people different questions.
Okay.
Because she's fucking like
She's
into it.
interested.
She's
yeah,
interested, and
yeah.
then like she knows like a couple people. She goes to a local police chief. That's her friend.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure like too much about like the background on who her Betty is.
Mm-hmm.
No, not Betty. Janet. I'm not entirely sure, but she seems like a cool fucking person. I mean, honestly, she's looking out for her sister, but
Yeah.
like she's like super into UFOs.
Okay.
If she was like, I doubt she's still alive, because like I think Betty passed away in 2004.
Oh yeah.
It's been like
a
fucking
long
15
time
years
ago,
since
yeah.
then, and I mean, unfortunately, like, you know, we all get older and you know all that. But I mean, it would have been cool if she was like around to kind of tell us her perspective of the story. But
That would have been sweet.
I mean, there's plenty of accounts that are of Betty's story and everything, but like her sister's, like I didn't get too much information. Like her running around, like getting all this, like it must have been exciting.
Yeah, definitely.
So that seems pretty, like she seems like a cool person that like that would have been like right along here with us.
Yeah.
But the police chief suggests that the hills to contact the air base nearby. It's PEASE. Pease Air Force Base.
Okay.
Right there in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. Betty was kind of like, when Janet told her that that's what the local sheriff said. Betty was kind of apprehensive about
She's
it.
like,
Because how's she gonna like tell the Air Force Base, like,
Well,
we just seen a UFO and some aliens like came by and we saw UFOs. They don't know anything about the abduction part yet.
Yeah.
Like they themselves don't know. So she wasn't even gonna say like, well, we just saw something like weird in the sky.
Okay.
That's what she'll say. So she calls him up, and she didn't like report anything like anything about like the people or
Okay.
the beings that she saw.
She just said she saw an object.
She saw an object, and that, and none of she didn't even want to tell them about like that they were close enough to it that they saw windows.
Okay.
Because both Betty and Barney Hill described
that.
windows
Right.
on the object, but they don't want. She doesn't really want to like tell them it's that.
Okay.
Or tell them that all the full details. She's probably like thinking like they're gonna think I'm crazy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, definitely.
So she didn't really want to like disclose all that stuff. But she did tell him like most of the details, where they were, where they were driving from, what time of night it was, what they saw, what she saw. The base call, like, she gives this information out to them, and then I guess they look into it.
Okay.
The next day they called her back.
Okay.
And they tell them it was probably Jupiter, because Jupiter was in the sky that night. I can't remember if there was like another planet, but like in the direction that she describes them driving, and obviously it was like making winding turns and all that.
Yeah.
But
that wasn't no fucking Jupiter.
they theorized that it could have been Jupiter.
Okay.
And that's the best explanation that they could come up with. And that's kind of where the military stopped investigating. It's not like they went out and like did all the digging and the details and all the everything. They didn't, because this wasn't a thing. Alien abductions was not a thing.
Right.
This is the first one that made it big time, and it got around. It wasn't the first one absolute like the very first one. No, it's the one that actually like got attention from like the media and got the word out there to everybody. And the military, like, and I guess like the Air Force Base didn't really like look into it. I mean, they had bigger concerns.
They're like, fuck this.
I mean, it's like the 60s. It's like it's wild times, then. I mean, it is now too. I mean, the world can come to an end today.
Yeah. Honestly.
But I mean, I'm thinking about it like it might, but
yeah.
what are we gonna do? Just enjoy it? I mean, we have to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, who fucking knows?
Exactly. So they so they tell them pretty much it could be a planet.
It could be a planet.
So what's the next step after that? What do they do after that?
Betty she's like super interested in all this.
Okay.
She's like, what the fuck could it have been? Like what like it wasn't Jupiter. Like she in her head she's like, it's not Jupiter. Yeah. So and then Barney kind of just doesn't want anything to do with this.
When I was listening to the story, he gets kind of annoyed.
He kind of does, because it's kind of,
he's like, stop with the subject. I'm done with it. Like, let's just move on.
Yeah. And then, but he started to feel ill the next couple of days. He can't put two and two together that like what happened that night is making him feel bad. Because the next couple of days he was feeling sore. Like he said he had a pain in his abdomen.
His stomach.
He had a pain in his stomach.
Yeah.
And he has soreness. He has soreness on his back.
Yeah.
And he had like soreness on his neck.
Damn, were they making origami figures with them?
They I guess like, I mean, we'll get into it in a little bit, but they like kind of did a full medical test on him. Like they counted like the bones that they could through his, like they counted like the vertebrae on his,
moving him
down
around.
his spine, and like they were flipping him around, carrying him back and forth.
Okay.
So I mean, he was kind of fucked up over like all this, but like so he kind of didn't really want to like be involved in any of this. Betty, on the other hand, was just super interested in it and wanted to find out more.
She was having a field day.
Yeah, so she goes to the library. She goes to the library and finds a book by Major Donald E. Kehoe.
Okay.
And the name of the book is The Flying Saucer Conspiracy. She's like, this is the guy who knows, apparently has a lot of information about this stuff. She writes him a letter. And this guy is down, I think he lives in like DC.
Okay.
She writes him like a couple days after this event happened. On September 29th, which is going to be, so it happened on September, what was it? 19th, right?
Okay.
On the 29th, that's 10 days later, like a week and a half later.
Yeah.
She starts having like these crazy dreams. Like these incredible nightmares.
Okay.
I mean, super vivid. Like she's living it again, like out of memory or whatever. She remembers her and Barney in the car, like that night. Like in her dream, she's dreaming about the night she was coming home from their honeymoon. they get to a roadblock in the road. She remembers men approach men. There's like a roadblock, and then men approaching from to the sides of the car.
Okay.
And they were all dressed alike, kind of like in a uniform, or no distinguishing one from the other. They were all wearing the same.
No
clothes.
Badge, like a Saturn on it.
Nothing like that.
Or
I
like a
don't
little
think.
planet.
Not on her. I mean, at least not in the dream.
Yeah.
But in the dream, she remembers that at that point, once the figures come to the car, in her dream, she remembers like fading into unconsciousness.
Okay.
Like fading out into unconsciousness, and then like as she comes back into conscience, like in her dream, she is in the middle of a full medical exam.
Oh, fuck.
That's, I mean,
Like at a hospital.
like at a hospital, but not by doctors.
Yeah.
Like these people, like she said that they looked like people, as in they stood up,
Mm-hmm.
they had arms, but they weren't. I mean, they weren't people.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't people. I mean, people at least as we know them.
Mm-hmm.
She remember, and when she's awake, she can't find Barney, or in her dream, Barney's nowhere to be seen. She's like by herself, and they sent like a message to her telepathically. They told her that nothing harmful would happen to them, and she would just forget it anyways. So just accept it, and then
Let us do our job.
let us figure this. Like, I mean, let us do our process or what we're doing, and you'll forget all about this.
Pretty much tell her like, chill, just relax.
Just relax. We're just gonna go through it, and then at the end of it, you're not even gonna remember
Right.
it. But I mean, that's not what happens. I mean, you can't just erase memories.
Yeah.
I guess the brain in times of trauma, it tries to.
But it stores it.
It stores it. It's in there. That's why Barney felt all fucked up afterwards.
Yeah.
She has these dreams for like 5 fucking days in a row, and she can't when she wakes up, that's all she's thinking about, because it seems so fucking real.
Okay.
She seems so like vivid, but like the memories got blocked for a week and a half, like 10 days. Mm-hmm. That's how long that little fucking whatever trick that they did to like kind of clear her memory of that night or that event.
Okay.
That's how long I guess it took to wear off on her.
So they end up contacting a doctor, right? Or a hypnosis specialist, or...
Well, there's like a long list of people that they go through.
Oh, okay.
Like like pretty soon after, like she contacts like the doctor. Mm-hmm. He hits her back like real quick. He's
Okay.
like, "Oh shit, this happened to you?"
Yeah.
She tells him her experience, and she wants to find out more.
Okay.
She said that like she didn't give the military in like many details.
No, yeah,
but
she
she
didn't.
gave this guy the whole
rundown.
cheesemate,
Yeah.
She didn't want to be seen as a weirdo to the military, but this
Okay.
guy was a full-on weirdo. He wrote
He
a
was
book
like,
about it.
yeah,
he's like she can trust that guy.
Yeah.
So she fucking told him everything.
Okay.
Right away, this guy like contacts her back, like hits her back. He works at nowadays I think there's like MUFON, and there's another like UFO reporting networks. But back in the day, Nightcap was the big one.
The biggest one.
That's
Okay.
that's the one that like I guess like would investigate like sightings. I guess now
Experiences and shit.
like different experiences. But now I guess this is gonna be like the first ever
Okay.
fucking abduction
Yeah.
case. Oh yeah, so Donald E. Kehoe, that's the guy that like he really gets all this stuff started.
Okay.
He goes to Nightcap, and he contacts some guy named C.D. Jackson.
Yeah.
And Robert Holman. He gets in contact with those 2 other people from Nightcap.
Yeah.
They get together. Their Nightcap is, I think, centered in D.C. and that's where that guy's from, where Kehoe's from. Like, so they all get together. Like, they start calling each other back and forth, and then they decide to send over Walter Webb. And he was a scientific advisor for Nightcap.
Okay.
So they were kind of like up at the top, sort of. And then they were deciding who to send out to investigate this, to who would be like the best fit to... I mean, nobody knew what the fuck, alien abductions were.
Yeah.
So who the fuck do you get? So there was a scientific advisor there. This guy was a lecturer at the Hayden Planetarium in Boston.
Okay.
And that's where like Bill Nye the Science Guy works at right
Shit.
now. I think it is.
Okay.
I think it's him.
Bill.
Yeah, I think it is him. But he didn't want to fucking like look into this.
Okay.
He's like, abductions, really?
You're like, nah, I'm
He's
cool.
like, nah, this is bullshit. You guys are sending me off to, like, all right, UFOs are cool and all, but like, I don't think they're abducting people. This is what this guy probably thought, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't really want to do this. Like, he didn't really want to, like, he just didn't want to do it. Like, he didn't want to get involved. So when he went to investigate, like, he showed up in the morning, and they skipped lunch. They kept just talking.
Okay.
He interviewed Betty by herself, Barney by himself, together.
Yeah.
And then and then again like one, and then like the other, to try to get them to like mix up their story, to see where like, nah, this is like, he's trying to like not debunk them, but like he's trying to make sure that, and this is his story. I mean, I don't have a recording of this guy, or else I would have played the recording.
Yeah.
But this is what this guy said.
Okay.
So amazed, so impressed by both the Hills and their account that we skipped lunch and went right through the afternoon and early evening. I cross-examined them together, separately, together, or questioned them again and again. I tried to make them slip up somewhere, and I couldn't. Theirs was an ironclad story. They seemed to me to be a sincere, honest couple driving home from vacation, late at night on a lonely road, when suddenly something completely unknown and undefinable descended on them. Something entirely foreign or alien to their existence.
Fuck.
So, I mean,
He tried to make him crack and he couldn't. He
Yeah.
tried to fuck up their stories.
like that's what I mean, that's what anybody would have done. I mean, if someone tells you this story, if someone told me, hey, I was abducted by aliens, I mean, obviously I'm gonna be like, all right, what happened? Like, for real?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, right.
So if they tell me and I'm like, all right, well, so what happened? Like, but if you get the story somewhere, you're gonna be like, all right, something's not right about. But like, this guy spent 8 hours with this couple.
And he couldn't make him crack.
You couldn't make him crack? No way. Like,
Wow.
he sincerely believed that this is what happened to them.
Yeah.
So they go through the story, and Barney somehow comes up to what they call like a curtain, where
Okay.
where he can't like remember a certain
Anything after that.
like anything after that. Just
Okay.
everything is just like there's nothing there.
Mm-hmm.
It's as if he was like knocked out, but he wasn't. It's as if just those hours didn't exist to him somehow.
Fuck.
Somehow in his memory, those hours didn't exist, or that time that he was moving around and getting like, you know, this procedure done, like it didn't exist. Like between then and when like the report finally gets like, you know, put together and sent over to Nightcap, it was within a couple of weeks.
Okay.
I mean, this is all kind of current. In that time frame, it's all very fresh. It's all very fast. I mean, it's all happening kind of quick too.
Okay.
Nightcap sends out another investigator. It's those two guys that Kehoe was talking to.
Okay.
He sends out C.D. Jackson and Robert Holman. He reaches out to the Hills, and the soonest that he can get over there is November.
Okay.
So it's kind of like 2 months later. But
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
like, you know, super far away.
Right.
They spend but also they want like a friend with them, so they're not like kind of out of place.
Okay.
These guys are like pretty well thought out. Like, honestly, they go to therapy. They after this, I think Barney has like a regular therapist that he goes to see.
Okay.
But Betty starts to go to like different ones to find like one that would like kind of take him more serious.
Okay.
She didn't know like who the fuck to talk to about this, you know,
Right,
to
right.
get more information. There's nobody to talk to.
Right.
Even if it happens now, who the fuck do you talk to? I mean,
Yeah. Who
Therapist maybe, but
UFO
like,
police and shit.
yeah, there's no such thing.
Yeah.
You call up like Scully and Mulder and shit.
Yeah.
Like, hey, yo, I got
That would be
fucking
pretty
felt
cool,
up.
but
That would be sick.
yeah.
If like, but I mean, no, that's not real. That's not real life. But C.D. Jackson and Robert Holman go over to interview them. But they also have a friend that was in the Air Force that joins them. Like
Okay.
Betty and Barney Hill, right?
Yeah.
They have a friend named James McDonald, and he was a major in the Air Force.
Okay.
He was when he was in the Air Force, he was an intelligence officer.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what all that means. I mean, it's just somebody that they knew that was in the military.
Yeah.
That was like a little bit more informed about different things.
Okay.
So it's a good friend to have on your side, especially if you're getting investigated by these people.
Right.
They're kind of strangers, but I mean, I'm sure that they want the best of you for you. But like they're just like they're the people you don't know.
Yeah.
So you want more people on your side than them, right?
Yeah.
So they they all sit down and interview, or they go over like the details and everything.
Okay.
That interview goes for 12 hours.
Fuck.
Like they get there early morning, and then they're done by like the evening. They're there
Shit.
like all day with them, trying to get the information out of them, trying to see like if they slip up their story somehow.
Yeah,
they're just coming at this with like,
And this is 2 months later.
and this is 2 months later.
Yeah.
So like if you're making it up, you won't remember all the details.
Right.
If you're making it up, you'll slip up somewhere.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where like if you did something wrong and you're trying to cover for it, you gotta fucking like lie and cover that for the rest of your life, and then keep covering for it. And then different things, the different situations will come up, and then like
You'll slip up again.
You'll slip up somewhere. Like,
Yeah.
That's why lies like it doesn't work. They never works out to lie to people, to try to cheat people, shit like that. Try not to do that shit, people.
Yeah.
Like everyone treat each other with respect. Try to, at least. I mean, don't be fucking assholes to each other.
Yeah.
That's like, I think that's like a good moral to any of this. Like, just treat each other with more respect.
Yeah.
One question, like they went through the details and everything, but something didn't add up. There was 2 hours of time that just didn't exist.
Shit.
They keep coming up with like all these details and all, but it's just like it shouldn't have taken you that long to get home.
Right.
Whatever happened, what you said, if what you said happened, you should have been home by like 3:30.
Yeah.
Instead, you got home by like 5:30 when
So
the
what
sun was
happened to
coming
your 2
up.
hours and shit?
What the fuck happened?
Yeah.
So I think that is where that question first got questioned.
Okay.
And then that started opening up more doors.
Okay.
Like that was the turning point of like what all this what happened in it, and then finding out all the details about what allegedly happened, or not saying allegedly, but what happened that night. Major McDonald was the one that suggested to do hypnosis, something that Nightcap had no experience in.
Right.
They're just like, they were the ones that were like observing stuff, seeing stuff on radar, like reports and stuff like that. Hypnosis, like to try to get somebody's memory, that's way advanced.
Yeah.
Something that like they never thought they would have needed. So they have no experience in hypnosis, any kind of anything. So they start digging around. So this is when finally finds like a good psychiatrist to go to. They were going through like to therapists, psychiatrists, different like medical experts, and in March of the next year, in 1962, she finds one psychiatrist that puts it on record or whatever, makes the determination that it was not a hallucination.
Fuck.
So they're going through like their due diligence to try to figure out what the fuck this is.
Yeah.
It's not like they're figuring it out. Like they're the ones that like they're the ones with the most interest in this, so they're going to figure this out.
Right.
They want to figure this out.
Right.
So they're trying to find different avenues to figure out what the fuck this thing is.
Okay.
Or whatever the fuck happened. Barney at this time, like March, springtime, is when Barney starts to find out that he starts to get he notices something on his dick.
Oh shit.
He starts to get like
that didn't go away?
Well, like he felt like a pain before. He felt like something happened to him.
Right.
But now there's something that's showing up on his body. He said that there was like warts around around the tip of his dick.
They gave him an STD?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Because like he grew warts on his dick.
Oh, fuck that, bro.
He said that it was like almost in a perfect circle, like around like I guess the tip of his dick.
Wow. That's wild.
That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Holy shit. They didn't even put a rubber on him, bro. That's fucked up, dog.
Nah. And I guess like he was just going through like different like symptoms, and he didn't know like the cause of. He had like exhaustion after this, like throughout, like from September when this happened up until like when like the warts finally manifested, like he was feeling like exhaustion. So it really does sound like an STD of some kind.
Shit.
Either an STD or, I mean,
So he got the worst of it, dude. He had a lot of fucking medical issues
he
after
had
that.
a bunch of issues up until like the end of it. After this, I mean, spoiler, they've both passed away, but
Yeah.
he died in 1969.
Shit, that wasn't even that far off.
Yeah. It happened in 61 and he died February 25th, 1969.
There is a theory
Uh-huh.
on how he died.
Oh,
But that's in another episode. You guys gonna have to fucking wait for that one. We'll probably do that one next.
yeah. The official cause of death was a cerebral hemorrhage,
Okay.
and that's what I mean. But there's some other creepy stories that there's another
cerebral hemorrhage. That's like a aneurysm.
like an aneurysm,
Okay.
right? And he died, and then Betty died in 2004.
Okay.
And she died because she had cancer. She was like older too, but
Yeah.
like cancer is what caused her life to end.
You want to So right now we're at the part where they're about to get into hypnosis.
Into hypnosis, yeah.
You want to keep rolling through this, or you want to take a break?
Let's take a break. I need to pee.
Okay. All right, man. We'll be right back. We're gonna take a piss break.
Get the fuck out of here.
Thank you to the world's repository of religion and youth. And that's what the mushroom is.
And we're back.
Yo, man.
So I got
Quick little.
the fucking Malinche's been fucking lagering a bit.
Yeah.
And I tried it yesterday to show my dad because my dad flew in from Mexico, and he loved it. I don't know. What you think?
Let me see.
Take a little shoddy poo.
Here, cheers.
Cheers. Let me get the fucking cables off. Shit, it almost got like a green tint to it. But
A little bit, yeah.
try it out.
It like really hopped up.
That's solid, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good fucking beer right there.
That's really good.
It's
That is
nice. It's
real
nice, huh?
tasty. It developed like a lot of like all the flavors kind of like melted together.
That's the trick,
Like
dude. You just gotta let it lager sometimes,
they,
bro.
let it, they got to know each other a little bit more.
It cleans up. It's some people get very impatient and they're like, "Fuck it." From fucking grain to glass 7 days, but then you got all these fucking off flavors and shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you let it right out, it cleans up, dude.
Yeah.
And this one did its fucking job. It's a solid beer.
I mean, it was like really good when you were
But
were
now it's
drinking
even
it.
better.
Yeah, because you waited like what when you first let it ferment and all that
A good 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Mhm.
But I mean, the longer the better it got.
Yeah, honestly it did. But yeah, bro, so
Do a good job on that. Very
Thanks.
good job on that.
I'm just having a beer right now because I need yesterday I was having a lot of rum.
Yeah,
Me and Natalie
you're getting down some rum.
Natalie and I hooked up that little allegedly retro pie. And she's been playing the Pokemon game a lot. Fire Red, and I was watching her beat it.
Yeah, Fire.
And,
is that like the first one? No.
No. That's like the second version of where they kind of like remastered it. But it was fun, dude. I had a good time fucking kicking it with her. So just playing old video games like that, you know.
Pokemon's really cool.
Well, when you're talking about the old movies and stuff, that's one thing I forgot to mention. I fucked up, and I should have kept all my Pokemon cards, all the old ones,
yeah.
because they're through the roof, fool. And I had the original ones.
Well, nobody
Go to a new one, bro. I gave them all to my fucking cousin, dude. I had fucking like first edition Charizards.
Yeah.
I had first edition like holograms, all the first edition the base set.
We had, I mean, between me and my brother, we had a couple like Japanese cards.
Yeah,
too.
and those two.
Like holographic.
And just I like that, but I mean I don't need these shits. And I look fool like each card is like fucking thousands. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody would have known.
Yeah.
I mean, but like the best part about all that you can't buy those memories.
Mm-mm.
Put $1 million together, get like the best, fire deck that you can ever imagine.
Yeah.
Mix it in with some like whatever else.
It's the memories that count, bro. Like
That's the shit that you want. You can't fucking buy that.
Yeah.
So these people buying these Pokemon cards and all this.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck to you. I mean, I hope it brings you joy.
Yeah.
But it's not. That's not what it is.
Nope.
Just enjoy the memories.
Yeah.
Because that's what matters. Like when you were you take them to school and you would get down like on lunch. Like,
You either get jacks.
Yeah, people would steal it from you.
But yeah, man. But I was having a great time. But shout out to Krookz Backyard Brewz, man. This shit lagered up fucking nice, bro.
Solid, man.
It's nice. But okay, so now we're about to wrap this up and get into the good part, the best part.
Yeah. So
the interesting part.
So all this shit is like, okay. So earlier before we started recording, like I told you I didn't okay. So when we did the first episode of this one, the season finale, I said that I wanted to play some recordings,
Okay.
of their regression memory regression therapy sessions. Now thinking about it, I really don't want to.
Okay.
It's not fun.
Yeah. Well, it's just him freaking out, dude. Screaming, going, "Oh God!" like crying and stuff. Like
Crying, dude. Like,
yeah, nah. We could leave that out, bro. But you could. Let's just run into.
we'll put it in the description for you guys. I mean, it's
You guys can go listen to that.
It's
on your
interesting. It's really disturbing though.
Own. Yeah,
Like-
it's just out of respect for the family too,
Yeah,
But
I
it's
mean,
pretty
we
intense.
can be like, oh yeah, we're gonna break all the rules and like,
Nah.
but it's not about that
Nah,
either.
it's just us relaying a really cool story,
Yeah.
But so okay, so they go into hypnosis, bro. Who you want to start with, Barney, or you want to start with Betty?
Hold on. I didn't start anything. I didn't. No, but like, so to get to the hypnosis stuff, they start like getting, I guess like word gets around like to the people that they trust.
Okay.
It's not like they're going out and telling everybody.
Yeah.
So they confided in a few people,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess word got around to the people at their church.
Okay.
They got approached by like the people. I can't remember if it was like the person in charge or whoever, but like they asked them if they could come and give like a little lecture or a little talk about their experience.
Okay.
Or what they
The
saw.
church did that?
Yeah, the church.
Wow.
Yeah. It was
That's kind of out there, bro, because the church don't fuck around like that, dude. They don't fuck with other shit like that besides their beliefs.
well, they didn't know like how to handle it because like this guy was kind of freaking out, and he was telling other people about this, and they're like, "Hey, just come out and tell us your story. Just tell us what happened." And I guess, they wanted to, I guess, get him some help, or maybe somebody in the service would like help him out, or something like that. But because like, I mean, the church is like just like the community,
Right.
So people that were in the church, in that lecture that Barney and Betty held, was a couple of journalists. They were just, I mean, I don't know if journalists are. I mean, at the end of this story, we'll talk about one journalist in particular. Like he was a piece of shit, actually. But this guy wanted to kind of get their story and put it on the paper.
Okay.
Just to get him more help.
Okay.
Is what I gathered like from what his intentions were, is to try and get him some more help. He was there, and then this captain from the Pease Air Force Base, Ben Sweat.
Okay.
And Barney, I guess just tells him as much details as they can, but like there's still no answers. Nobody can give him like an answer. Now he has a psychiatrist. So he mentions it to a psychiatrist. They refer him to Benjamin Simon.
Okay.
He's a neurologist, a psychiatrist, and also a hypnosis expert.
Okay.
So this is the guy that like finally like kind of cracks the code. He's a chief of neurology at Boston, executive officer at Mason General Hospital, and that's a fucking huge hospital.
Okay.
That's like, I guess like one of the biggest hospitals that they used like during World War II. I mean, 20 years before,
Right.
however many years before. So this is like a huge hospital, and this guy is like the kind of like the head of all this stuff, right?
Okay.
Head of like the neurology and psychiatrist, but he's also like I guess like a hypnosis expert. So none of this like happens overnight. This is them working through all of this.
Okay.
He starts working with them in January of 1964. So, I mean, this is like 3 years after, or
Okay.
through 2.5 years after, and all the way through June 1964. So it's like he's working with them for like, what is that, like 6 months, 5 months? But like a good portion of the year is like what he tries to like extract all these like memories. And all this is recorded. It's all, like all there's like I'll try to find like the videos again, or like the page that has all of them. But there's like a lot of their therapy sessions are recorded and they're out there online.
Okay.
And I didn't want to play them because
they're freaky, bro.
They're kind of like
they're just freaking out.
It's unnecessary,
Yeah.
really. But I mean, they're out there for people that want to go and like listen to this.
Yeah.
But what they are able to kind of gather from this situation, there is like a buzzing that I mentioned in the first episode where they were driving and then there was like a buzzing.
Yeah.
That is kind of like the where their memory shuts off.
Okay.
That's what they end up determining through all of this. Between then and when they found like the roadblock later on in the road, like when they turned off the road, that they got placed there. They think they made that turn, but they actually didn't. That whole roadblock situation is one of those things that like kind of gets thrown into the mix because the roadblock happened.
Okay.
Betty's memory or Betty's dream remembers them coming up to the doors.
Yeah.
But that happened way before.
Okay.
There's like this weird, it didn't happen. Their memory picks back up at a different spot.
Right.
And on a different road.
So they just pretty much got put there after all after the experience that they went through.
Yeah. After everything. So what, through these therapy sessions, where we're picking up.
This is the good part right here.
Yeah. And before I go into all this, they weren't like doing hypnosis sessions together. They were like separate.
This is all separate. Yeah.
Separate, just to keep their story separate. Just you can't. I mean,
They did it separately, but everything matched up.
hypnosis. What I think about is like when the people like get put under, and then like they're on a stage and they're doing some goofy shit. I guess that is like pretty like real.
Yeah.
I mean, they have to be willing to be hypnotized, and they'll go through like the motions as if they were. But what they're doing through hypnosis is trying to recall the memories
What happened that
what
night.
happened that night, because their memories somehow are disabled or blocked or shut off or whatever it is. What they encounter was these beings is coming up towards the car, and something telepathically gets like relayed to them. There was like a voice that said to stay calm and keep your eyes closed.
Okay. Was this when they were getting drugged through the field, or about to get picked up?
Wait a minute. No, I fucked this whole thing up. So remember that in the other episode where I said that like they stopped and then Barney got on to see pull out the binoculars, and
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. When he was looking up at that's when the telepathic message hit him.
yeah.
So it's keep looking up here.
No, that's when you said keep looking up.
Yeah.
And I guess he wasn't able to go for his gun.
Mm-hmm.
He got back to the car. He fucking freaked out.
And he took off.
He ran back to the car. He yelled to Betty, "They're gonna capture us."
Yeah.
And so that's what he thought. Like he thought, like what he put together in his mind.
Yeah.
Is that he's about to get captured.
He's about to get got.
because they're telling him, "Hey, keep looking up." Like he's
Yeah.
being lured to look up, and then something might
Come up behind him and gank him. Yeah.
So that's what he thought. he ran back to the car, and that's when they were stopped. Their memory, I guess, gets cut off right there, and that's when the beings approached them.
Okay.
Because I think that's kind of when it happened, because like the strap for the binoculars that was ripped.
Okay.
When else would they have it around them?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So, I think that's when it happened.
Okay.
Now when I'm like kind of piecing all this together, and Barney says that's in the therapy sessions, he said that it felt like their eyes were pushed into his eyes. Is how he was describing it. Like he was like, as they were coming closer to him, he felt like their eyes got pushed into his eyes.
As they were trying to come get him?
As in, like, he felt either something physically
when he was getting
him.
like the exam already, or
no, as he was sitting in the car.
Oh, okay.
As they were like approaching the car.
Yeah.
This is what I mean. He remembers like that point, and then once they become unconscious, that's when they get like taken on board. Barney is freaking out so much, or I guess they can't get him under control, that they have to make him unconscious.
Yeah, because he keeps yelling for Betty.
Yeah, he's freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
Now. Like now he's fucking like freaking out. They make him go unconscious. Betty is able to stay awake for this because I guess either she's being calm or like their suggestion or their telepathic message is working on her, or their telepathy is working on her.
Okay.
But she is able to stay calm, or she's being calm kind of throughout this.
Yeah.
Obviously, she's probably freaking the fuck out because what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But she's able to like kind of stay more conscious.
Okay.
She remembers him being dragged, I guess by 2 or 3 of these things.
Okay.
Beings. And then Barney, it's not like they made him go. They made him go limp, basically. Just kind of paralyze him.
They're just fucking dragging him through.
So they're dragging him through, but he remembers his feet being like felt like they were dragging. Like he was weightless, like he was up, but like his feet were dragging.
Okay.
Is what he remembers out of like is what he recalls from like his hypnosis sessions. They're led up a ramp to go up to the craft now.
Okay.
She sees 3 men in the operating room.
Okay.
Their shoes are removed, or they're separated first. But I guess like she gets examined first.
Okay.
They take off her shoes. They fumble with like the zipper, and that's what broke it.
Okay.
Like, later, like
Yeah.
she wasn't able to like zip it up properly anymore, and some of the seams were kind of coming off of it.
Okay.
And then I guess they couldn't figure out like the zipper.
Right.
I guess that's just different technology, or just they'd never encountered it.
Right.
But like it kind of makes sense because like if they're coming from like another planet, they're way beyond zippers.
Yeah. I would
And
hope so.
and so when they get here, they're like, "How does this work? We know what it is, but like, how does it work? How do you fucking?" So they were tugging on it, and they fucking couldn't figure it out.
So they ended up breaking it.
So they ripped her dress. They broke the zipper on it. Left some. I don't know when they would have left, or what left like that pink stuff on it. But that discolored the dress. But I mean, there was like pink stuff later on her dress. The examinations go something like this. They remove all their clothes. At least on Barney, they put a suction cup over his groin.
Yeah.
And he believes that semen was extracted. He doesn't know for sure because there was like no like orgasm. I guess that's the only way that like. Well, that's the only way that I know how to get semen out of a body. But like, he doesn't know. He didn't have that sensation. So he doesn't know for sure, but he believes that it was.
Okay.
That's what happened. Then he gets flipped over. They count like the vertebrae of his spine, or like down his back. They physically touch each one. They're like 1, 2, 3. They count all of them.
Yeah.
Their left arm gets. They scrape something, kind of like if they're doing like they're pulling
like a skin graft.
A skin graft,
yeah.
Like a tissue, like a tissue sample.
Okay.
He gets his ears examined, his throat examined. There's a cylindrical device that gets inserted in his rectum.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's really fucking like.
I don't think I want to get abducted no more.
No, it doesn't sound like a good time.
Nah, bro, not at all.
And they find like his dentures.
And
Like,
they don't even give him loud, bro. Like
they don't even anesthetize him. They did anesthetize. I'm not a fucking doctor, obviously. Betty though.
Yeah,
When they were giving her her exam.
So the dentures, but pay close attention to the dentures, okay? So because this is gonna come up in Betty's part.
Yeah.
He had dentures.
Yeah, well, because like I mentioned it in the first episode, but if you're coming to like this episode, brand new, he was in World War II, where he served 3 years. He only served 3 years because there was an accident involved with a grenade,
And pretty much knocked out all his teeth.
I think that's like I went through. Oh, this is what another thing. I watched like a couple people that want to debunk their claims.
Yeah.
They do an okay job, but no, it doesn't. That's not the answer.
Right.
There's this doctor. He also thinks that like he couldn't put like the thing together too. He's like there was an accident involved with a grenade and he lost his teeth. And I'm like, you couldn't like he couldn't theorize something like he probably went for cover and fucking smashed his face on something. Like that's what happens in war.
Yeah.
When you see a grenade, get the fuck out of that room.
Yeah, definitely.
Like if you have the chance, if they didn't cook it long enough where it just goes in the room and pops, like you got a chance. Dive. So I guess that's what I thought. Like I don't know. But I'm not in the military either. I don't know what the fuck happens over there.
he gets some dentures after that.
Yeah. And then her story under hypnosis is exactly like her dreams, except for one detail. Like in her dreams, she remembers like the beings having hair. Like she thought it was like people. She thought it was like people that she couldn't see like the faces of. What she saw was like bright lights overhead, and then these beings standing over her. What she thought she remembered in her dreams was like that they had hair.
Okay, kind of like the Nordics. They said the tall blondes and with long hair, right?
Yeah, but like under hypnosis, there was no hair.
It was grays.
It was grays. Yeah. So
little mayos.
and I guess like there's a drawing out there that like somebody, I don't know who drew, but like there's like a painting or a drawing like in color of these like what the faces look like, and I'll put it in the Instagram. It's like, have you seen it? She describes it and like they got like a good picture of it. I guess like the eyes kind of like
you showed it to me.
A little longer around.
Yeah.
Are a little like longer. They're not like the emoji. They don't look like that kind. Like sorta.
Well, not really, though.
But not really. Like the shape of the eyes is just a little weirder, and they kind of like go around the face, sorta. I don't know. It's weird to look at.
So she's getting her medical exam, and there is one particular exam that they do to her that it causes her pain.
Yeah. So she thinks it's like a pregnancy test because like they insert like a needle inside of her
navel.
Her navel, yeah, through her belly button, and it's like this huge fucking needle, 4 to 6 inches. And after they fucking stick it in her, she's like, she starts freaking out. She starts freaking out because it hurts.
Yeah.
And they're like, I think she says something. She's like, hey,
this fucking hurts.
This hurts. And then the being that was like in charge.
Because she said there was like worker beings and there was one being that was in charge. Like one was the boss.
Yeah, one of them was kind of like telling the other ones what to do.
Yeah.
Or like he had more authority. But that one waved his arm over her stomach.
And the pain went away. But she did get a message too saying, "Oh, hold on, this is gonna be the pain will go away." And then he did that.
You're gonna go through this.
Yeah.
But like you're gonna be made to forget anyways.
So she gets a pregnancy test. They check her out too, right?
They do the whole gambit that Barney.
Now, this is the part that interested me, and this is the part that really got me on this case. She starts talking to them, kind of having conversations with the leader, right?
Yeah,
and I'm gonna let you get to that. She starts asking all these questions to him.
Yeah. She somehow like, because I don't know if she's calm enough or she's able to not freak out somehow. I don't know how the fuck she does that.
Yeah.
Or how she's like,
she stayed really calm throughout this thing.
Yeah, somehow.
Yeah.
And So she asks, like, she starts like kind of like having like a conversation
Yeah,
with,
right.
with these things.
And that one dude's actually pretty cool with her.
Yeah.
He starts like, he starts giving her information pretty much.
But I guess like not through. I guess they're not talking. Like they're not making noises, but like through telepathy, they're like getting these messages to her. I don't know if she's like thinking them, and then
it goes to him, and then he thinks something, and she gets it in her head.
Yeah, but I don't know if she understands how to do that, or like I don't know if she's talking like just talking out loud or thinking it. I don't. That's unclear to me. And so I mean, I can only speculate.
Yeah,
like for that. She asked this being if she could take something back with her. It's like, so somebody could like believe her of where she's been or what this experience is like. So she grabs like a book and I guess it just looks like a book,
and he gives it to her.
Yeah, he says like, hey, can I take this? And he says yeah. He says yeah, you can take it. But
then red tape happens.
And then some other
all the little aliens start arguing. Hey, stupid ass!
One of the other beings is like, "Don't give that to her. What are you doing?"
So he has to take it back.
But she's still curious. She asked the leader again. It's like, well, she's like, "So where are you guys from? Where
this is the part that got me right here, bro."
They go over to a wall and he pulls down something that looks like a screen. And this just sounds like magic to me. And it sounds like a projector of some kind, but like it's like I guess it's some kind of like a star map. And he starts to show her, and it looks like it looks like a bunch of dots in 3D space, and some of them are connected through with like some dashes, and some of them are connected by some solid lines. And he starts explaining that these are some known routes,
like trade routes, almost that you said, right? Or travel routes. Something, yeah.
I guess it's a way that they're able to
travel through space.
Through space is very known to them, or it's just like a reference guide or something that the ship
pretty
uses.
much showed her a map.
Yeah, showed her a map of the stars.
Maps, yeah.
And that detail comes in handy a little bit later.
Yeah.
He tries to explain, like, she doesn't understand it. She doesn't understand what she's looking at, but she's trying really, really hard to remember. She's like, okay, it looks like this. And then it branches out like this way, and then there's like a few details this way. She's trying really hard to remember what this looks like. And he notices that she doesn't know what the map of the stars looks like. So he's like, you know what? I'm not gonna get into it. Like she keeps asking details like, oh, where are we? Where am I? Where's the Earth and all this? You know, like she's trying to figure it out. I think
he asked her too. He's like, do you know where you're at in reference of your solar system or something like that? And she tried to look and she couldn't figure it out. Yeah. And
then he said, you know what? Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You're gonna forget this anyway.
Yeah. Right.
So. And I guess he gave up, trying to explain it to her.
Before we get any further, we jumped apart.
Okay.
So right before that, she was getting examined, right?
Okay, yeah.
They were tugging on her teeth.
Oh yeah, they were tugging on.
Why the fuck do your teeth don't come off, and your homie over there, his teeth come off?
Yeah.
And they were baffled by that shit. They couldn't figure it out.
They couldn't figure it out. Yeah. I completely. Yeah. I must have turned to the page before.
Yeah, it's cool. We got it in there though, so.
But when they when that was the whole reason I started.
We said about the dentures
in World War II. But yeah, good catch, thank you.
So she was getting examined, and they were tugging on her teeth, trying to pull shits off.
Yeah, they're like, "Why don't your teeth come out?"
And like, his teeth come off. Why don't your teeth come off? Make them come out. Yeah, they were baffled about that.
So it's really interesting what they found interesting.
Yeah,
it is. I mean, to us, it's explainable. We kind of understand, or I was trying to. At least I can reason to why he doesn't have teeth. Like, if I got the detail, like, oh, it was as a hand grenade accident. I'm like, I can kind of theorize what happened.
Yeah.
But like these guys couldn't. No. They're just like, what the fuck? Why doesn't your teeth come out?
Which is crazy, dude. But so then after that's when they started, communicating with each other. She tried to take a book from him. She was given a book. And then all the little grays were like, nah, homie, you're fucking up. Don't give her that shit. Like, take it back. Like, you're gonna get in trouble. Whatever the reason was, she had to take it back. So then they started talking about the map and she's really trying to get like a photographic memory of it.
She tried really hard to remember all the details of it.
And he was just like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. You're not gonna remember this.
Yeah.
Okay. So
you're gonna be made to forget. So
after all that, they wake up back in the car.
Yeah. No, they're led back to their car. Mm-hmm. Their clothes get put back on them, and not fitting right. I mean,
it's all fucked up, dude.
It's all like disheveled and shit.
Yeah.
So they wake up. They get back to they get put back to their car, and they're put back on a road somewhere where they're not really remembering, or they don't really know. But like that's when like buzzing happened. The buzzing happens again, and that's when their memory starts up again.
They're like, oh shit,
what the fuck? And they're conscious again, and they're on their way home.
Where are we at?
Yeah. So all this didn't happen to them. Like when they wake up, or that
whole experience didn't happen. They didn't remember nothing.
Those 2 hours, like it just didn't happen. So they wake up like still freaking the fuck out from like
what they saw earlier.
They ran back in their memory at that moment. They're remembering, oh shit, let's get back in the car, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's when like
that clicked and beep.
Yeah.
Smashing, dog.
And that's where like that little section of time disappeared.
Before we move on, hold on. I want to ask you a question, and I don't want to play the devil's advocate. I just kind of, like I said, we try to investigate everything and ask everything, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck happened to the dog?
It was still in the car.
It was still in the car, huh? That's wild. That fool's probably looking up like, oh shit, under the sea, homie.
I don't think they were interested in the dog.
Yeah. Imagine they had like an expensive Frenchie. They put him back like, hey fool, we're taking this dog. That's ours now.
Damn, they rename it and everything. It's not Delcy no more.
Oh hell no, bro. But okay, so that's when they get put back in.
They name it like some Greek god or something.
Name it like Jupiter or Mars or some bullshit.
The Greek god of chilling.
So they get put back in the car, and their memory kicks off as they were trying to speed away from this thing.
Getting back.
And they get home, and they have all this fucked up shit start happening to them. Okay, so now let's get into the part why that map was important.
Okay, but real quick. Benjamin Simon, the guy that the therapist, psychologist, and everything, he didn't believe them.
At first, he's like, man, you guys are tripping.
No, at all.
Wow.
Still.
Okay.
He didn't believe him.
Oh, so okay.
He got. They sent him to him.
Yeah.
And I mean, he was kind of like.
I'm guessing he's a dickhead. He's the one you were talking about earlier.
No.
Oh, okay.
This guy. I mean, all props to that guy. He just didn't believe it because there was no evidence or enough.
Well,
evidence.
I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are like that, bro. It's either evidence or it's not real.
Like Neil deGrasse Tyson, like he has, because he's a scientist.
He's so smart too, bro.
He is.
Like, he's
but he can't admit it because it's not like testable. And I don't blame him. He has to.
Yeah.
He has to.
That's the way science is.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, it's black and it's white and that's it.
Yeah.
There's none of this fucking theorize
in between shit. Yeah.
Let's go on this let's smoke some weed and fucking talk about aliens on this podcast, right? Yeah. So Benjamin Simon, he didn't buy their story, even though he went through this whole therapy set, and then you can hear the fucking the terrifying account that they say happened to them. You can listen, like you guys, the listeners, you guys can listen to this. I'll link it in the description. It's fucking awful, though.
Yeah,
I mean, go ahead.
Yeah,
but I mean, he didn't believe it, or he believed that it was Betty's dream that inspired the story, the whole, it was just her nightmare.
She's pretty much, well, what he was trying to say is like she kind of made it up from her dream.
Okay. And it inspired, I guess it inspired Barney to tell the story too, or to be involved in it.
Okay.
And that's what caused this whole thing to.
But see, you would do something like that to be famous, to make money off of it.
They didn't.
They never did. Yeah, they didn't want to be. They want to be left alone.
They just
Barney was pissed off because she kept going on with it.
Yeah,
he was like, dude, like, with all due respect, it's like, just leave it alone, be quiet about it, and I'm done with it. Like, let's just move on with their lives.
It was just a bad night. Yeah. Let's put it behind us.
And she was persistent with it.
She's persistent, but it's important that she's persistent.
Yeah,
but no, he was persistent. Like, you could ask me to grab that, bro.
Oh, it's all good, bro. Don't worry about it.
he was persistent about it. Like,
Yeah, he was like, well, she was
Oh, she was
persistent about it. Yeah,
persistent, sorry.
and he was just like, man, like, quit with this shit. Like, I'm trying to fucking, forget about all this bullshit. Like, my dick burns. Like, just stop.
I'm
you know what I'm
it
saying?
feels like I mangled somehow.
Yeah. No. I understand. You know what I'm
But
saying? They didn't make no money off of it, bro.
later in life, she got invited to do like talks and seminars and stuff. But this was like later
But
in
dude, this
life.
is because this is the most famous fucking abduction case in the United States, in the world.
She didn't like do it as a living.
Nah.
Like she kept going. She went to school. She graduated. She became like a social worker, and that's what her job was. That's what she needed to do. Like with her life, that's what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
She didn't want to do this like UFO shit.
Nah.
There's no money in this. Like there's no money to be made in it.
This is the first case of an abduction.
yeah.
The very first one.
Or like no, it's not it's the one that got big.
The big one.
Yeah.
This is the one that you can ask anybody, and more than likely they're gonna know who they are.
Well, I mean, if you say abduction, alien abduction, they're like most people. I think most people right now they're gonna be like, maybe in the movies.
Yeah.
But like, if you start like looking into this stuff, like we do,
But-
Betty and Barney Hill definitely do come up.
Back in the time when she was doing those talks, they were more like, you're bullshitting these movies. Nowadays, people are a little more open minded. They're willing to accept it
Yeah.
and listen to it right now. Ever since this shit started coming up to the light and becoming a little more acceptable, I think people are researching this a little more. I think right now they're more famous.
Yeah. Definitely.
So we're gonna go back before we get too far, and we gotta wrap this up. But the fucking map. This is the part that made me go, oh fuck. You know what I'm? This is the part that had me going.
So after their regression stories come out, and she starts talking about like the star map, the doctor asks her to draw out the map, the star map that she draws. She draws it to the best of her ability from memory. She it gets out there to I guess to some people and like to the news and all this. So in 1966, a book gets written by John Fuller. In 1968, Marjorie Fish of Oak Harbor, Ohio, reads his book. Called Interrupted Journey. She was an elementary school teacher.
Yeah.
But she was an amateur astronomer.
Okay.
She was intrigued by this map, and she wanted to figure out like if it. Well, she kind of recognized it. She kind of recognized it as a real a cluster of stars.
Okay.
The way that she drew it, she kind of recognized it, and then she didn't understand like the lines, but then that was just more reference points.
Right.
So she did a lot of research, a lot of work, a lot of like really hardcore digging of studying like different like vantage points of like different like galaxies and solar systems, and nothing really fit until she found one particular star system.
Go ahead, dog. Name it, bro. Name it.
Where Betty says that they came from and like how she showed her and everything, right? What Marjorie Fish determined was that the cluster of stars mostly resembled the double star system of Zeta Reticuli.
Dun, dun, dun.
And
Where do we hear Zeta Reticuli from?
interestingly enough, it was in some of the debriefing or the briefing papers that Bob Lazar got given it
When he was getting briefed in.
When he was getting read
At
into-
S4.
at S4 Area 51.
What the fuck?
And that's really
And that's
fucking
Zeta. Yeah, Zeta Reticuli. It's a binary star system, and you can see it in the sky, but more like in like South America, like down south.
yeah.
You can see that star system. It's only 39 light years away.
And it's fairly close.
Yeah.
I think like the closest thing like to us is like 10 million or something light years, 8 million or something. I don't know. It's a fucking unfathomable
Yeah,
number.
it's 39 light years away, bro.
But that one is not that far.
That's wild, dude. For she to say that, and then later on, Bob Lazar gets briefed and goes, "Oh yeah, this was in the fucking briefings." They mentioned that it could, and he didn't confirm nothing. All he said was they mentioned that it could come from a star system called Zeta Reticuli.
Yeah.
So these motherfuckers are coming over here from there and doing research on this.
It's not confirmation that, that the one is the other, and you know that. Yeah. But it's interesting that
it's their fucking
that they both reference it and they don't know each other. I mean, Bob Lazar would have no reason to really entertain alien abductions. He was never into them. No. Like never into them, like in the slightest.
That's wild, dude. That's what gave me credibility to her story. Was that point right there?
Yeah.
On top of all the other shit.
On top of all the other shit, and then it ties into to what others have been saying, or others will say later.
So, unfortunately, Barney Hill died after that. Not too close, but pretty recent after that.
It was like 8 years. Yeah. 8 years after this incident, he died, and he started getting sick, and he stayed getting sick. Mm-hmm. Like he never got better. Yeah. After this incident, he ended up dying, or he could have been like all this stuff like led up to like his death. Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. And was he in poor health before? I mean, who knows? I mean, I didn't know. I'm not his doctor, so I couldn't tell you.
So Betty lived on until what year? It was
until 2004,
and then she passed away. But it was more like old age.
Old age.
But after Barney passed away, she started really looking into this more stuff. Started becoming more open to the public about UFOs, researching it more a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Their niece, I forgot her name here. I mentioned it before in the other podcast, but her niece wrote a book alongside with the UFO investigator with Stanton Freeman. Mm-hmm. Stanton Freeman and their niece wrote a book, and I read parts of that. It's not like they did all this for money. Mm-hmm. They never intentionally did that. I don't think they really saw like much money out of this. Mm-hmm. They were just living their lives, and this really was like what the name of that book was is The Interrupted Journey.
You got interrupted. You got picked up.
They weren't asking for any of this. No. They didn't ask for that to happen to them, and they were just trying to figure out what the fuck happened to them, as anybody would.
Yeah, it's a wild story. And then check this shit out. If you guys listen to the Joe Rogan Experience, obviously everybody does. That's like one of the biggest fucking podcasts ever, right?
Yeah, if you're listening to us,
yeah, you're definitely
you probably listen to a few Joe Rogan episodes.
Okay, so the episode he has with Bob Lazar and Jeremy Corbell. Towards the end, I think it was on that episode, right? He finds out that he had interviewed Angela Hill, a UFC fighter.
Oh, right.
Turns out that her grandparents are Betty and Barney Hill.
Right.
And she didn't mention that in the interview until after they were done. And fucking Joe Rogan flipped the fuck out. So what the fuck? Why didn't you tell me that was your grandparents? Like, we could have fucking like talked about it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Joe Rogan had their granddaughter on.
Yeah, that's
wild, huh?
That's like a coincidence.
Yeah. I mean, this abduction stories just keep coming on and on and on, dude. You got another famous one with Travis White, right? Walton, yeah. That we're gonna get into that one pretty soon too. But these people weren't looking to get famous from this. These people weren't looking to make money. These people weren't looking to get clout, whatever. These were average Americans coming home from a honeymoon. Their trip got interrupted. They got picked up. They got unwanted medical exams. Let go. And they had to suffer the aftermath of it, bro.
Well, what happens after like let's say like it was it's a traumatic experience. But what's like one of the closest like traumatic experience you can experience? Probably like a car accident or something. Like nothing tragic happens, thankfully.
Or anything that's gonna threaten your life.
Hopefully it wasn't as severe, but like a car accident, boom, something happens. Now what? You're left to pick up the pieces.
Exactly. This is exactly what happened. And unfortunately, Barney Hill actually never got better from that, dude.
Yeah.
All the side effects he had, all the health issues, he never recuperated from that.
Yeah. After that, it was only 8 years till he passed away.
So to recap the story, these people were driving home from a honeymoon. They got interrupted. They got picked up by an unidentified flying object. They ran medical exams through them, Betty was able to communicate with one of them. They got put back on the ground. They got released, and then their life just went haywire after that.
Oh, one quick last detail. First, Barney gets back to the car. He goes inside, sits down. He checks on the dog, and okay, so that's what happened to Delcy. And then he sits down in the car, and actually he sits down on the gun.
Oh shit!
It was in his pocket. That's what he remembers.
Yeah.
So it was in. Oh, actually, it would have been in his. Remember last time I couldn't figure it out?
Yeah.
It was in his pants pocket.
Wow.
But he sits on the gun, readjusts himself, and then Betty steps into the car. The UFO. They look back at the UFO. Both of them are just looking straight forward as they're sitting in the car. Right. It becomes like a big orange ball around it.
Oh, fuck.
A big I guess like an orb. It lifts off the ground. They start hearing the buzzing again, like on their car vibrating, and the thing flies off.
Fuck, that's wild, Dick.
So that's like the last detail of the story or of that encounter.
Just to lighten up the mood on the story, imagine they're looking back up and the aliens are all like mooning them and like later throwing peace signs at them. We'll catch you later.
They will catch you later.
Oh, that's wild, dude. That's that's a scary fucking story, bro. They get picked up by something that you don't know what the fuck they are, and then you get a medical exam.
You can't. I mean, no one's asking for any of that. So that happened to them, and I mean,
there's dude. If you do your research on on your own, you find a gang of abduction stories, bro.
There's a lot,
and there's some that are very similar to that.
Yeah. A lot of them are kind of like medical examinations like that.
But man, season 2 we just started, bro. We just finished our first one. Thank you all you guys for listening. What Men in Black next?
Men in Black. Yeah,
let me hit that one up, bro.
Yeah,
let me do the research. Let me put this one together, bro. I want to do this one. This is my favorite one, dude.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's do the Men in Black. Okay, let's do this. Men in Black. After Men in Black, let's do Bigfoot. Let's get Chewy down here. That's his favorite. That's his favorite fucking. Yeah, we'll do Bigfoot. After that, Travis Walton.
Okay.
And then we'll fucking after that we'll figure it out. After
we'll figure it out as we go. Okay.
But more cryptids, bro. I want to talk about Bigfoot, the infamous Skinwalker, which I don't even want to mention.
Yeah.
Wendigos.
Yeah, there's some stories about
and then like what my buddy Adrian and his wife went through in the desert. Yeah, whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah.
We gotta get into that shit. So it's gonna be a pretty interesting fucking season, dog.
We'll try to make it more like varied between stories and stuff,
and just bear with us. If we miss a week here and there, just for this month, it's just because we're adjusting to our new changes in life. We're getting
back into the swing of our own new things.
Like I said, I just started a new job. Everything is still up in the air. Once we get a set schedule where we're like, okay, this is it. This is what it's gonna be like. That's where we're gonna hit it.
We'll hit you with every episode like we did last time.
But we're gonna be more consistent,
every week.
Yeah, and we're gonna get it going, bro. And hey, thanks, man. You did a lot of fucking research for this one.
Yeah,
because it was a lot.
And then I cross-referenced between like a bunch of stuff. Like I found like a couple people I found like a doctor saying that this was bullshit.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, they're just fucking like hallucinating or some shit. Like
ate some fucking mushrooms.
And Jupiter was in the sky and he was going.
Dude, Jupiter's not gonna move in zigzags and get up to you like, come on, dude, hop on.
They're having like a psychosis break because they were sleep deprived. I mean, when you're sleep deprived, yeah. Okay, you're tired and you want to get some sleep, but like you start seeing weird figures like in like in your periphery. Like
but dude, shit happened to him, bro. Like the aftermath, there was physical evidence of something that happened to them.
Their watches break. Like watches don't break at the same time. If you have a
fucking psychosis, your fucking goddamn watch is not going to break. You're not going to get perfect circles in the car. What a
coincidence. Like it's an incredible coincidence.
You're not going to discover Zeta Reticuli.
You're not gonna invent some shit. And then somebody had to like do a lot of fucking research. Like that lady spent years and years and years
trying to figure that out.
Figuring that out. And she kind of it made sense. Like when she put it together and I'm not an astronomer like these people were. Like she was I'm an amateur ufologist is what I am, and
I wouldn't even call myself that. I just a hobbyist. I'm fascinated by the stories.
Yeah,
That's what you. Yeah, I could call you a UFO because you're the one doing the research.
I'm over here fucking going crazy and shit.
I'm the one. I'm just enjoying the stories.
Yeah.
You know,
I nearly got this whole notebook filled up.
Yeah.
So, like I've got like a few pages left.
save that, dude.
Yeah.
You know, but
I'm gonna frame this. I'm gonna sell it on eBay.
let
later.
me hit up that Men in Black, bro. That's gonna be fucking sick, dog.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a good. That's one of my favorite stories. But yeah, I just like I say, want to give a shout out to all of you guys. Appreciate you guys sticking with us and being patient with us throughout this whole career change and
Just like a transition in our lives. Like I wasn't expecting mine.
Mm-hmm.
Like this just kind of was kind of given to me.
Yep.
Or offered to me, and I mean, it's a different pace. It's a different lifestyle that I was used to. But like I'm getting in the swing of things where it's becoming kind of a little bit more. I'm getting more understanding of how to appreciate it, how to appreciate it as just work and everything. But I mean, I feel accomplished at the end of the day.
What day off do you usually have off on the weekend, bro?
I can get Sunday afternoons off.
But
Usually Mondays.
Yeah, usually Friday and Saturday you're working, right?
Work.
Do you get off a little early or do you start a little later or how does that work?
It depends. Sometimes I
think we need to make a fucking trip to Fontana to go stock up on our favorite snacks and tortillas and all that shit, dog.
Oh, we never went to fucking P&G's for this show.
We gotta do that shit too, bro.
We have to.
Yeah, we're gonna start posting more pictures up on the Instagram as well. It's just like I said, we've been
never got those burritos neither.
We've been extremely fucking busy, bro.
It's just life happens, man, and I hope people out there can like
understand. You know?
Like it is life, and then we're just living it out here with you guys. And this is our weekend. Right now, it's our weekend.
You know what? Before we cut this off and before we get it any further, do you think after this shit happened and went public with Betty and Barney Hill, do you think they got visited by the Men in Black?
Maybe.
Could be.
Maybe. I didn't look into that. Like
that would be pretty fucking sick, huh?
Maybe.
Oh wait. Maybe he did because it is cross reference on another story.
It is.
So okay, we're gonna leave it at that. We're gonna get into that shit. I'll handle that next week. You have any shout outs, bro, you want to give to anybody?
Shout outs. No, the first episode, next new season. Let's give it up to the listeners. Yeah, listeners, you guys are fucking awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. That's where my shout outs are going to.
If you guys are listening up until this point, and if you got every episode under your belt, thank you.
Yeah. I owe you a fucking beer, bro. Listening to our stupid. We talked about it last time, and then I think we want to put out a shirt. Yeah, we could put out a shirt. We'll make a design or something, and all our day oneers, we'll do like a little quiz or some shit like that. Fuck it, dude. We'll figure something out. But later on down the road too, maybe
a sticker.
I do want to
kind of manage and ship out.
Yeah, maybe down the road too. It would be cool to set a date. Like at the cigar place. That would be have cool. People just come through and fucking chill with us and bullshit and just have a good time.
That would be dope.
It hopefully won't turn into a 5 a.m. fucking drunk binge and shit afterwards.
I mean, the night can go on all night, bro.
Yeah, but that would be fucking awesome as what to do. You know, or we could all meet up like that at the Griffith Observatory and just fucking chill right there.
That'd be dope.
You know, so but yeah, we'll get more into that into the season, and we do want to release a shirt this season, so we'll start throwing designs out on the Instagram. You guys vote which one is cooler, which one's, you know, and then we'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll print a couple and then give them away or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to all of you guys. Thanks to all of you guys for making this possible for us. You know, listening to our stupid asses, and it gives me motivation to keep going too. Because like I got feedback when we took our break. Yeah, I mentioned that like we recorded the last week's little 1 hour thing. Mm-hmm. They're like, oh thank God, because you fucking been slacking and shit. We've been missing content, bro. Yeah, dude. So yeah, thanks to all of you guys for putting up with our shit and listening to us. You know. But yeah, man, that's all my shout outs. Shout outs to Krookz Backyard Brewz. Unfortunately, we kind of downsized. I sold off a lot of equipment because right now it's just summer's coming in, dude. I don't have a very good source to ferment.
You went out. We went out with a bang though. Fucking.
But
this
I'm not going
Malinche
out,
is
bro.
fucking fire.
Yeah, I'm not going out. I'm
It-
still gonna brew.
We're not. It's
But-
not. Don't count it out.
Yeah.
It's just taking a little sleep. Little.
Don't worry, Vanna. I'll get in your beer before we fucking. You can take a little break, all right? But yeah, I want to do at least 2 more before it gets really fucking hot where I can't ferment.
Yeah.
And if this hot is going good and I'm bringing in a very good income, then I'll buy myself a fucking glyco chiller and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? That way I could just throw this fucking fridge away and just have the fermenters right there.
Yeah.
So-
just change up the system a little bit.
Yeah, but for the meantime right now, you know, we got other things to worry about. So,
Yeah, for sure.
but yeah, man, shout out to you. Thank you for coming through and getting this shit cracking and for editing and everything. I know it's a pain in the ass. And next week, let me handle that one. And I want you to be the guest. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling shit. But yeah, thanks once again. Thanks to all you guys. Please be safe out there. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Sunday fun day and shit. Don't do nothing stupid. Don't get pulled over. Don't get a DUI. You know, have some fun with the family. And that's it. We're out. I'll catch you later on the next one, bro.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Get the fuck out of here.